Hi guys, it's your girl Yummy.com. Thank you for coming back to my channel and coming to talk about things that I like, things that I love, things that I appreciate, things that I would like to share. I'm gonna start this episode off by saying, you know it's real when I have my hair out. And that means this person's channel review, if you read the title, is extra important to me, okay? So I was gonna hold off on doing this channel review until like later on in the lifestyles of Yummy, the rich and famous. Rich and famous. I don't know what I was just rambling about. I was just gonna hold off on doing this channel review. I wanted to do channels that are smaller or channels that I don't know. But with that being said, so I was gonna basically, I love this person's channel. I watch this person's channel every time they drop a video. Give me 1 second. We're having a lipstick break.
Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop. I think I like it when it goes down, down. Don't try and fight it. When it hits my system, you gon' see me going around.
Sorry, I had to have a wardrobe break. Besides the point. The point is, I was like, basically, I love this person's channel, I love this person's content, but like, what does it mean to them if I like make a video saying that I love their channel and their content? They have plenty of subscribers, they're universally loved across the internet, or so I thought, you know, like, so I thought. Besides the point, the person I'm talking about today and the channel review we are doing today is Trin Level.
Hello, welcome back, or hello if you're new. Hey guys, I don't like males. Bisexual Channing Tatum, yes. Hey guys, what's up? I hope you're doing well.
Trin, I always say her last name Level, don't know if I'm right, so that's what I'm gonna go with, but if I'm wrong, please correct me. Let me tell you, I'm gonna do this channel review a little bit different. I'll tell you, well, it's the same kind of actually. I'll tell you how I got into the channel, the video that helped me find the channel, what made me stay, and what continues to drive me to watch their content today. So, to start off with, for those of you who don't know me, which is most of you, I went to Nigeria to work as a producer for a news organization, and I was very alone at that time. I was very much by myself, and I had not had a lot of contact with my family, and it started to play a big toll on my mental health. Just not being able to speak with people who you normally do, who kind of keep you up and centered. So it was a very dark time, a little bit, kind of. Not for anything. I love the work I was doing, but it was just like having that connection was kind of disjointing for me. Regardless, a movie was supposed to be coming out. A movie that I was excited to see. A movie that I was dying to see on Netflix, and that movie was called To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Now, the trailer had dropped. I was excited. I had watched it at a different time zone, just excited and clicking my heels and so happy. And I was like, you know what? Like, I want to see how other people feel about this trailer. Like, is it just me? It can't be just me. So I went on the handy dandy YouTube and I tried to find other people's like trailer reactions, and there I ran into Trin. And I watched it and I was like, she's funny. Like, she's got a little insight. I like her insight.
Well, God, only if I knew you felt this way. And it's just like, can you stop?
She thinks like a cool person. She's like my idea of what a cool person was. Like in high school and college, and like my idea of a cool person was her. A video that popped up on the side was like August playlist. They had one that was called August playlist. That she had made and put out, and I was like, okay, like, let's see what music is a very big part of me. I had just finished working at Billboard, so music is like my everything at that point. So I was like, okay, let's hear her playlist, like, you know, let's see it. And as we went through, I listened to some of their choices. I was like, da da da. Okay, she had like, I think like, I remember like Dance the Night Away was on it, and Bazzy was on it, and like that's kind of how I really got into Bazzy. And so like I was like, I think Bazzy was on it twice actually. Regardless, so I was like, okay, cool. Then we got to one song on her playlist, and I was like, oh yeah, like this is, I was like, she's amazing. Like this is, I was like, eh. Cause like, for me, like a lot of people I'm friends with is because we both love this artist. Like one of my favorite artists and one of my favorite songs by this artist, one of my favorite music videos by this artist, she had on her list of like August playlists. And that is Toujours le même by Stromae. Okay, that song is still to this day one of the greatest pieces of songstree. Yes, I said it, greatest pieces of songstree that has come out in this world. That man's music is transcendent, okay? I love his music so much. It makes my voice quiver. And the fact of the matter is that it was on her August playlist video. The next video immediately I saw by her. And I was like, whoa, okay, this is a sign from God that I should be watching her content. I have to stay and see more. Eventually I kept going, kept listening, like I just subscribed, and then, but I got busy with work, obviously, got busy with like my depression, got busy with everything going on, so I like stopped paying attention so much. I eventually made my way back to her channel. She was started to do full movie reviews, like she did Shadowhunters, which was a show I loved. I was like, it was just weird because it was like all these things that I love, oh my god, somebody else likes them too. I'm not crazy, I'm not weird. So it was really fun to see that. And then she started doing movie reviews and I was like, finally we can see. First of all, it was weird because I was like, at that time I had been watching like a lot of YouTube. Like I had started to dive into YouTube a lot more. So it was like, I started watching her content, but then I also started watching like barter content, like David Dobrik, which also got me through this hard period. Anyways, like it was just like, I was getting more and more into YouTube. So like, as I was watching her content, I was also watching other content, and like, it was just like growing and amazing. I started to get into BTS a little bit because of like this whole work situation that happened. And she happened to have a video which is no longer on her channel. I looked, it's not there. And it's like her doing a video reaction to Idol by BTS. And I was like, maybe I should try it. That's really like, there was the catalyst. Like there was like a situation that happened at work when I was working at Billboard, and then her video. And then eventually I was like, maybe I should try BTS. And then like one of the Love Yourself one of the Love Yourself trilogy songs came on. And I was like, yep, BTS, here I come. And that's kind of how that started. So essentially, my whole channel, in which I make mostly content about BTS, is because of Trin. Congratulations. You played yourself. No, I'm kidding. I played myself. Regardless of that being said, that's kind of how I got into Trin.
Was funky, but fun.
Trin has a unique way of looking at movies.
This is a commentary on the movie. I will be talking. If talking during a movie bothers you, get the fuck out.
In which is astounding for, I guess, and I hate when people say this, like, a woman her age. Like, that's so stupid because, first of all, women are proven to be smarter. Like, be real here. And then, like, age is just a number, and the younger you are, the more you remember, so suck it.
Boom. Roasted.
But she is, because I eventually realized that she wasn't an actual adult on YouTube. Like, I was like, she talks about high school a little too often to be an adult. So I like eventually realized like she was still in high school, and like it just impressed me more with her like knowledge of like, because the reason why I thought she wasn't in high school was because the way that she was speaking about movies and lighting and scoring and all these things that were important that I learned way too late in the game, like that I learned when I went to college for film. That's the stuff she was talking about here in these videos.
Oh my god, this song! Whoever made the soundtrack, I literally love you so much because this is such a good soundtrack for the movie. Every single song and every single scene just hits different in this movie. Fuck Derek. And when I say that Perks of Being a Wallflower is the best combination and shows the best contrast of beauty and tragedy within your life. So he had that great night when he was hanging out with Patrick and Sam, and then he goes home and he has this tragedy of finding out what's happening to his sister, and then he has a flashback to what happens with his aunt, and it shows this kind of comparison of beauty and tragedy that goes on in his life.
She just has a natural gift for it, and that's why I love watching her videos. She has a natural gift for like the technical side of movies, but like still in touch with the emotional side and how those two play together. And it's really interesting to see her like commentary on it. She's also so funny.
We all know how I feel about basements. Do people own basements? I don't know. I've never been to a basement in my lifetime before, so I don't know if they actually exist. But I believe the concept of them is real, but I've just never seen one in real life. So how am I supposed to know if something's true if I've never seen it in real life? Is this how people feel about religion?
Like, she's so hilarious that it's like not only am I learning and like vibing on something about like, oh my god, the lighting in this scene was just magnifique and it exuded all this angst and that's why this was this, but like also she's just hilarious. I was like, great. It's like having a fun conversation with someone who actually has the knowledge of film. That is what I'm here for. But like, this is someone who likes the same artists that I like, Stromae, or like has similar taste in movies or understands lighting the same way I do. So it was really fun to see that. And sometimes I'll find myself talking back to her, which is like weird. I only do that with like a couple of channels, like Silly Pack. I do that with pretty much it. Ironically, I do that with like Korean Englishman, like all these channels. There's a certain amount of channels that I find myself actually talking back to, like we're in a conversation, and she's one of those channels. So I think that is one of the hardest things to do, to engage your audience in a way where they even forget that this is a video. Like, this is not a video conference where we're having a conversation. This is an actual video. So that's kind of why I stayed. I loved her dialogue. I loved her hilarity. I loved her insight. She's so smart and insightful, especially for someone her age. But like, outside of her age, forget her age. She's smart and insightful for a person on this earth, and I love it. I hadn't planned to make my Trin reaction until farther down the line of my channel, until I have far exuded my energy skills and stopped using overlays in everything. So that's what was my plan. I was like, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna hold off, you know, just hold it here, like bury it deep like an Irishman. And that was my plan. But then she got some tattoos. And I love her tattoos. First of all, I also have tattoos. I love tattoos. I love tattoos with meaning. Just a couple on my arm. Like some on my back. I love tattoos. I love tattoos with meaning. And she got a tattoo. And I'm just going to put her post of what she said when she got her tattoo. She got like 8 butterflies, which, first of all, that was enough to make me respect you on a whole nother level. As someone who's gotten tattoos, it is painful. But for your first tattoo to be 8 shaded, colored butterflies means that you have no fear and you could rule us in a dementor or dictator way, and we should all be fine with it, because that amount of pain is ridiculous. But you know, more power to her. But I'm gonna put up like her reasoning why she got her tattoos right here. So that made me respect her on a whole new level. Because it's easy to see people in a screen, and like, this happens with actors, this happens with influencers, this happens with everyone. It's like the reason why people get surprised when their favorite couple breaks up or like whatever. It's like we always forget that the people throughout the screen are human as well and have human feelings. And like, I thought she was just a happy, like not just a happy person. I did not know the depth of her feelings towards the world until I saw this, and it made me grow so much more respect for her as a human as a creator, as a creative. So that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. On top of that, like, I talked about this in my BTS YouTuber ship up, where I shipped her up with Jungkook. One of the reasons why I shipped up with Jungkook is because they unnecessarily get hate on the internet. First of all, to anyone who wants to hate on Trin, especially about her voice, fuck you. Like, fuck you. You're just a hater. Like, if your voice is the reason why you're annoyed watching her commentary, here's a hint. Get off the page. Like, her voice is not going to change from video to video. So you hopping from video to video to keep commenting on her voice, which isn't even that deep. Like, the problem is not that deep, and her voice is not even that deep. Like, you want to see a deep voice? I'll show you a deep voice. Like,
baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow.
Don't even try it, okay? So for people like that, fuck you. You're just being petty, and you decided to pick on a girl, pick on a woman for no reason. Congratulations, you're a child, okay? Second of all, like, people get upset with her over, like, the content she decides to make. Like, if she wants to talk about romantic movies.
That's so cute. That's so cute. That's so cute. Oh my god, I love this so much. I love romantic movies. Cotton candy. Oh my god, this makes me want to have a carnival date so bad. Someone take me to a fair. Someone take me to a carnival. I want to go.
The person being the wallflower or the kissing booth, they want to say something about it. Hello, it's a reaction channel. She will react to whatever she goddamn well pleases. If you have a problem, here's the door.
Get the fuck out.
Okay? It's wild that you would think that it's okay for you to comment on someone else's content. And not because it's morally wrong, not because it's disrespecting anyone, but just because you don't like it. I mean, obviously you have freedom of speech, especially if you're in America. Freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want, but it just makes no sense why you would waste your time on a video, constantly going back to that video or going back to that channel when you know you don't like the content. That's like me subscribing to Logan Paul and writing on every single video and giving him all the money for the views and being like, hey, I don't appreciate your content, okay? I think that you suck. I think your voice is too screamy. I think your vlog style is too shaky. And I think you generally have bad morals. The man is morally incomparable, and I don't do that. You know how? Why? Because it makes me feel no better to waste my time to tell someone on the internet that I don't like them and I don't like the content they make. Like, why? Why? That's why I made my whole channel, is to talk about things that I like. There's nothing on this channel, rarely anything on this channel, maybe like Trisha Paytas, but like rarely anything other than that on this channel that I don't like, that I talk about, because there's no reason to spotlight things that I don't like. You see how that works? So you sitting here as a grown adult deciding, and by grown adult, I mean like people obviously not grown adult, as a person over the age of 13, because you have to be 13 years old or above to have a YouTube channel, you deciding to waste your time to comment that you don't like her content, you don't like her voice, you think she watches too many romantic movies, means that A, you're childish. You're just childish because you decided to leave that comment and continue to watch videos that you don't like, and you're punishing yourself. So, whatever. B, I know I'm like doing 1, 2, but like A, B, you're wildly misinformed on the things that she talks about, because she has insightful and in-depth, the word of the day is insightful. She is an insightful and in-depth reviewer.
Now we're finally at a point where there are a lot of Asian Americans that have been here for a long time. For a while, it was like everyone was like fresh immigrants, first generation, second generation, so they still were very attached to their cultural identity and whatever. I feel like there's a lot of Asian Americans that have like identity crisis because they don't know if they're not Asian enough or if they're not like white enough or American enough, and they go through this like kind of like identity crisis.
Just like Dylan is in trouble, just like pretty much it, she grosses on the things that matter, on scoring, on lighting, on acting, on emotion, on technicalities, on everything. So that is impressive alone as a reviewer. It's not like she's sitting here like, everybody in this movie sucks, and that's my review. No, that's not what she's doing. She's giving actual content, actual review, and comedy.
Doctor Strange is Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior, but whitewashed.
Which is hard to do. Ask any comedian, okay? And then 3B, 3C, or whatever you want to call it, it just means that your life is so boring that you have decided to bully someone on the internet. Like, why? Like, why? Like, what? Like, hit me in the DMs and let me know why. Why have you decided to bully someone on the internet who's just making content that they love? Because that's all we really should be praising, honestly. In this kind of world and this kind of craziness that we have, we should just be praising people who are making content that they love. As long as they're not a serial killer or chopping up bodies on the internet, why do you have a problem with it if it's not morally wrong? Let her make whatever content she wants, and people who flock to it will flock to it, and people who don't won't. You are absolutely entitled to your opinion, but I just want you to think long, hard, and clearly about what it does you, what general knowledgeable advancement it does you to leave a petty comment on an 18-year-old girl's YouTube page.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
And with that being said, Trin, if you're watching, thank you for all the content you have delivered. Thank you for all the videos you've decided to make, commentary or otherwise. I do truly enjoy your playlist, August playlist video. I always go back to it. It's just so fun to see you enjoying music because I love music so much, and so it's fun to see that kind of content. But if you want to just stick to movies, obviously I understand that, and I will support and love that content as well because it's so fun to see you be so hilarious and insightful all in the same time. So, thank you for the content you make. Ignore these batshit losers and have a great day, girl. And for everyone else, thank you for watching, my internet friends. Don't worry, my name is yummy.com. I'll be back, so stay tuned.